Among the women played by both Magnani and Cruz in their career, we noticed a continuity in representing a certain type of motherhood that we will define as problematic, related to their cultural context and the historical period. So let's start from the beginning. Why motherhood?
Mothers often face much backlash or harsh criticism from the media and society. Italian Mothers on Screen states that cinema has a tendency to represent the mother either as the good, nurturing one prone to self-sacrifice, or her complete opposite, the bad phallic mother who neglects her offspring.
Lindo, sai ballare? Un pochetto. Perché? Cammina, via a ballare tango con tua madre, vieni. Ma che te vergogni?
Magnani and Mama Roma, that portrays a retired prostitute that is trying to regain contact with her son and give him a better life. Italian Mothers on Screen also states, motherhood is determined as good or bad according to how willing the mother is to sacrifice her own desires to care for a child. In Mama Roma, Magnani character embodies a mother that will make any sacrifice for her child. Her character states that she would hang herself on the cross for her son.
Guardami figlio, guardami ora che te. Dì la verità, ti faresti pure mettere in croce per lui. Te credo.
Cruz's portrayal in Volver is also a great demonstration of motherhood. In Volver, Cruz plays an easygoing mother that is also willing to make any sacrifices for her daughter.
Paola, recuerda que fui yo quien la mató.
Paola, Cruz's fictional daughter, kills her father after her father tries to essay.
Another interesting point is the relationship between Raimonda and men in her life. We know that she was raped by her father, and her husband does the same on Paula. So, men have a destructive behavior in Volver, as Spartaco and Walter Chiari in Bellissima and Carmine in Mamma Roma. This leads to the second part of our video essay, how cultural and historical context of both actresses influenced the acting, the look, and these maternal models. Both actresses came from similar cultural background, national context strongly influenced by the Catholic religion, which inevitably influenced the role of women in society, and both, directly or not, had acted in context influenced by two totalitarianism, fascism and Francoism. In his book Fare un film, Federico Fellini observes, in our country there is a true idolatry of mother. Moms, mammone, great mothers of all type dominates our private and public firmaments in a fascinating iconography. Virgin Mother, Martyr Mother, Mamma Roma, Mother Country, Mother Church. After the fall of fascism, a new trend emerged with neorealism masterpiece Rome Open City and the partisan Pina, a strong real woman. She's a widow with a son and she loves a man out of her wedlock. Her authentic acting, masterfully rendered by Anna Magnani, is subversive and revolutionary. On the other hand, Francois Spain has had three generations of female directors that created different female models that differ from those established by the dominant status quo. Penelope Cruz characters are inspired by this tradition, and probably that's why her sensuality doesn't exclude her problematic nature.
La offendono I giudizi duri che si possono dare qualche volta su di lei?
Su di me come attrice o come donna?
E come attrice e come donna?
Come donna mi offendono, come attrice no. Che ognuno ha diritto di giudicare come crede.
In the last part of our video essay, we want to investigate the relationship between media and the two actresses. What emerges of Magnani is often a flattened image or closely linked and associated with her characters. It is known that she was seen as a grumpy, lonely and proud woman.
Va all'inferno,
The line between character and the actor is really thin. In many interviews, Magnani seemed annoyed by this association.
Per Anna Magnani poi è proibito fare delle altre domande ovvie, come per esempio sta preparando il personaggio, c'è stata una discussione
No,
prima.
no, fammela.
Ecco,
perché
sì, poi mi insulta. Dunque,
no,
dunque, sta preparando il personaggio, signora Magnani?
Ancora si parla della Magnani.
No,
che non
assolutamente
dice le
no, guarda,
parolacce.
taglio perché no.
Non tagliare, che questo è importante che il pubblico lo sappia.
Io non
Ma
volevo
possibile
dire
che la fantasia di voi giornalisti, esclusi pochi logicamente, fra i quali te, sia
Grazie.
così limitata?
Ma ero limitatissimo io,
È
vedi, in questo momento l'ho
limitatissima.
detto.
Quando si pensa alla Magnani è sinonimo
ma
di
no.
parolacce, di violenze.
Non è vero assolutamente, nessuno pensa più così,
Ah,
assolutamente.
mamma mia.
Ma
Allora,
Roma.
So, media tends to stereotype Magnani in real life, not only as an actress but also as a mother. Her relationship with her son Luca often returns as central in her existence, but as a tragic fact. Even Oriana Fallaci called her interview with Magnani tragic mother. Fallaci says, whatever she says, Magnani ends up talking about her son. Whatever she does, she ends up remembering his son. He, Luca, is the purpose of her life. Seems difficult to reconcile the maternal body of Magnani with a more playful and less tragic
Questa
dimension.
signora che rientra a casa costeggiando il muro dell'antico palazzetto patrizio è un'attrice romana, Anna Magnani, che potrebbe essere anche un po' il simbolo della città.
che so io?
Una Roma vista come lupa e vestale, aristocratica.
Federico Fellini, in his Rome, in 30 seconds, create a more complex image that doesn't resolve itself in the tragic maternal body of Anna Magnani, but goes beyond this image, showing her as a wolf and a vestal, and therefore her contradiction as a person as well as a character. The possibility to talk about motherhood does not necessarily exclude a comic and sensual dimension of woman, and in our opinion, Penelope Cruz proves it. Is there a hypersexualization in her image? Yes, but this doesn't exclude a dramatic reflection in her roles. Case, the relationship with director Pedro Almodóvar plays a great role in shaping the image of Penelope Cruz as a mother.
All the movies that I've done with Pedro, my character was either pregnant or I was a mother. And he always saw me as a mother, since before I was one. And then all these different mothers that I've played with him, he puts them in very challenging situations. Thank God that they are hard and they are complex and that he's having that trust in me.
Almodóvar took inspiration from divas of neorealism in the construction of Raimonda in Volver. He wanted to achieve the look of Anna Magnani, so he worked on the physical appearance of Cruz. He told me he was going to film me like that. He does everything for a reason. He wanted everything lower, my voice, everything. But as Paul Julian Smith observes in Desire Unlimited, the cinema of Pedro Almodóvar, even with the raised hairdo, her prosthetic posterior, or any clothes that she wear, Cruz remained glamorous and attractive, aspects certainly emphasized by the way the camera lingers in the presentation of her body. As Smith also observes, the director's achievement is to get us accept Cruz as an ordinary working-class woman, even as we marvel at her body. It's difficult to reach a conclusion that can summarize the complexity of these two actresses. Both brought on screen the interpretation of what means being a mother, but if Anna Magnani seems to be chained to this role of Mater Dolorosa even in real life, the rendition of Cruz doesn't exclude a more sensual and playful dimension of motherhood, even if it's problematic. As Fellini said, she seems to be allowed to be both a vestal and a wolf.